Good evening. First to breaking news, and Olympic cyclist Rohan Dennis is in hot water tonight, accused of getting back behind the wheel while banned from driving.
Lauren Rose joins us live with the details. Lauren, Dennis lost his licence last year.
He did, Rosanna, when he was sentenced for his role in the tragic death of his Olympian wife. He was banned from driving for 5 years, but it will be alleged that late yesterday afternoon, he was caught by police behind the wheel of this Volkswagen at Medindi with his 2 children in the back. The 36-year-old received a suspended sentence over the incident that killed Melissa Hoskins in December 2023. Miss Hoskins died after she was struck by a ute being driven by Dennis outside their Medindi home. In March, Dennis sparked outrage after posting a picture of a Porsche on social media and calling it an absolute weapon. The car he's accused of driving yesterday has been impounded for 28 days and he'll have to return to court to face the music. Rosanna.
All right, thank you, Lauren.
Now to chaotic scenes outside court where the grandmother of missing 4-year-old boy Gus Lamont has clashed with waiting media.
Josie Murray knocked journalists and grabbed part of a microphone shortly after pleading guilty to a firearms offence.
Josie Murray walks from court, making it crystal clear she was in no mood to chat.
Josie, are you relieved with that decision today?
Conviction today. The grandmother of Gus Lamont peppered with questions about the little boy's disappearance.
Are you hopeful Gus will be found? Do you have to say anything about the disappearance of your son?
But she wasn't answering those either as she made her way through the media throng to a waiting car, grabbing at a microphone on her way.
Do you want police to continue looking for your grandson?
The 75-year-old had just pleaded guilty to aggravated possession of a gun silencer, which carries a maximum penalty of 15 years in jail. It's an offence unrelated to Gus's disappearance. She was fined $10,000 and banned from owning a firearms licence for 5 years. But police wanted her locked away, telling the court this wasn't her first firearms conviction. She was fined back in 2010 too for the unlawful storage of firearms. Police alerted only after they were stolen and used in a siege at one of their properties in Yunta. While she admits she should have got a permit for the silencer, she argued it was in a safe and not touched again until police raided the home in January in their search for Gus. Today, the court heard the family had been dealing with a difficult time since the disappearance of the 4-year-old. His case declared a major crime back in February, a grandparent named as the main suspect.
Conviction today.
Hannah Ford, 7 News.
7 News has tracked down the elusive rogue builder Jace Henry, whose business, SOS Home Renovations, has left angry customers out of pocket.
Reporter Deanna Williams broke this story and has been following developments. He's now filed for bankruptcy.
He has, Will, and his victims are devastated. Those I spoke to this afternoon fear there's now little chance of getting any money back. We can reveal that Jace William Henry from SOS Home Renovations lodged bankruptcy papers yesterday afternoon, leaving a long list of creditors who are out of pocket almost $800,000. The biggest total owed is $185,000. We tracked him down today, arriving at his Walkerville home just as he was leaving. Jason! 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 But he was in no mood to stop and explain how and why he's left so many families in the lurch. His victims include a family of 6 and a grandmother whose laundry, bathroom and toilet have been totally demolished, forcing her to use portable facilities in her backyard. Authorities have revealed that Henry didn't have a builder's licence, which means he didn't have insurance either. Henry's bankruptcy trustees told me they've begun an investigation into his conduct and financial affairs and will report to creditors as soon as they can. But that's little comfort for the dozens of people whose lives have been shattered.
Thank you, Dee. In breaking news, a legal bid to block the controversial North Adelaide golf course redevelopment has failed. After a day-long hearing, the federal court rejected an attempt by a public servant to slap the redevelopment with an injunction. Edwin Attrell claims the government failed to properly refer the project to the federal Environment Minister for approval.
A dispute between two groups came to a crashing end at Burton overnight. Police say two Holden sedans collided on Barton Crescent, with one passenger taken to hospital. Witnesses say a third car sped off. Police believe the vehicles were involved in an earlier incident at Parafield. Both drivers were reported for aggravated driving without due care.
The footy world's been left in awe of Jordan Dawson after the Crows' inspirational captain put in a performance for the ages in a stunning win over the Bulldogs. Barely an hour after opening up about his brother's tragic death for the first time, the skipper's first quarter in Melbourne was one of the best of all time.
After baring his soul pre-game,
it's been a bloody tough time, obviously for myself and the family.
Jordan Dawson played his heart out.
Dawson, he's already got a couple. Make it three!
The helpless Bulldogs could only marvel at Docklands. Dawson's first quarter, the third highest ranked term by any player on record. His teammates have never seen better.
I don't think I have. He's leading our club off-field and on-field better than we could ever ask, and personally I'm very proud of him.
The 29-year-old was the catalyst for the underdogs, who thumped the Bulldogs by 57 points.
The one word that comes to mind is just inspiring. Just to see him go out week in, week out. He's had such a tough year, but yeah, he's one of the most inspiring people that I've ever met.
Yeah, you've seen occasionally it come out, the emotion come out publicly, and it is tough. It's hard to put it into words, to be honest, about the pride you have in what he's currently doing.
So the Crows return to Adelaide with 4 points that have the whole footy world talking, believing it's a win that's seen them go from pretenders to contenders.
I've underestimated Adelaide a little bit. I've written them off. We got the chocolates tonight against Vondenpelli. We want to discuss who the All-Australian captain is. It's probably heading down Dawson's Creek.
Josh Money, 7 News.
A police officer's been assaulted on Hindley Street after responding to an attempted robbery at a smoke mart. The 22-year-old accused has also been charged with property damage. The officer suffered minor injuries and was treated at the scene.
A major milestone today for the $500 million Flinders Medical Centre expansion. The project officially topping out, but it's still 2 years away from opening its doors.
A sign of progress above the southern suburbs, but below it, the state's health system remains under strain.
Enormous pressure in terms of presentations to the ED.
The government banking on the expanded Flinders Medical Centre to alleviate some of that pressure. The $500 million project, jointly funded by the state and federal governments, has now reached its highest structural point. The 7-storey building will house 98 hospital beds, 4 additional operating theatres and $20 million worth of new medical equipment. It will also become the main entrance for the hospital.
This is the largest general hospital capital project that the Albanese government is funding anywhere in the country.
We've had community advisors in here and our staff looking at the workflow, testing to see if we've fitted out right so that we know when we open it, we're ready to go.
South Australians will still have to wait another 2 years before the building is open. The project not due for completion until 2028.